Don't stand here, it's dangerous.
Gotta live life on the edge. Don't worry about danger. What the crap is that? It's an Ebola virus strain. So what? They D6?
It's a high danger zone.
Doctor, you know I'm no medic. Please explain.
I'm sorry, Colonel. Here are the facts. In the first 2 days, the mortality rate
95?
was around 95%. In the third, it dropped to about 25%. Today, we only have 2 new infected, and they have a light infection. Prospects of recovery looking promising. Now, as you understand, Moscow never was a natural habitat for this virus, and in its wild form, it remains dangerous much longer.
So, what does all this mean?
It is not a regular virus. It's a weapons-grade strain engineered to achieve maximum lethality within a short time, and then turn harmless.
Damnation.
That's pretty cool, but that's really weird.
I have heard of a new generation of bioweapons based on this virus being developed before the war. But where did it surface from now, after all these years?
Bioweapons. My God. Just in case, I have some Rangers' questions. One of them could have brought this surprise from the past to the Metro.
That is bizarre. Just have it be super lethal and then just, oh, all of a sudden it turns harmless. How does that work though? Because, like, I don't know how viruses work. Because they're not alive, are they? So it's not like they keep replicating and whatever. The Reds were quite possibly hoping to enter a station completely wiping it out by the virus. Man, look at all these notes I've missed. But it took too long to do that and they got impatient. They did not just wait for the outcome, they hastened it. The survivors say that when the purging of the station started, the Reds allowed some supposedly contaminated locals to escape to the neighboring station, the Oktyabrsky Voltusovaya. But those escapees were closely followed by the execution squads. If not for a team of order fighters who just happened to be at Koltazovaya at the time and repelled the Reds, by now they would have 2 stations. Hans would be cut in half, but the order managed to avert that. Oh, why did D6 have something like this? Like, I wonder how many biological weapons like that there really are. Just waiting to be deployed if that chance ever comes. Kind of weird thinking about stuff like that, thinking we could all just be wiped out. Probably. What the heck, is he floating? Are you serious?
Pass us by. Don't crowd here.
He's just floating. I need to get a good angle to screenshot this. I don't know if he's meant to be sitting on the floor, sitting in a chair. I think a chair probably, and the chair just isn't there. Me? Wonder why. What makes Artyom so special? Maybe because he's right in the thick of everything. Wait, was that the only note for this level? Apparently hitting tab now doesn't open. What the heck? Who did they just shoot? Oh, a guy tried running in and they didn't want him to, so they shot him? I'm not feeling so safe here anymore. Sounds like the bubbling of toxic fumes. This area looks pretty cool. It's just weird how all the water in this game looks so clear. Well, most of it anyway. Seems like it'd be really grimy and filthy.
Move, you can't stay here.
Wait, what was that? Do people just leave money lying around? wonder if it's a bad thing that I just steal it. 'Cause what if someone... Hey, Khan. Where does your little beard thing fit in when you're wearing that
I'm happy to know that
mask? Oh, you guessed it under.
we can't afford to waste time being sick now. The Dark One we're looking for could really be the last one. We can't lose him. Let's go.
But I have to go back for her insulin. She'll die without it.
Are they really threatening to just shoot that
You
guy?
boys, I'm here. I can't let you go. How can we buy anything when all we had is back there? And Hansen charges so much.
Weird how it always...
We're lucky, because Tomlin's Rangers were here. Corbett's men clearly didn't expect to be met with machine gun fire.
Now it seems like it's always military people always acting evil and whatever, and they all just act identical. But they're like normal people too. Unless they just know what...
What papers?
Okay, let me get this note real quick. Now the Oktyabrskaya Koltasevaya, belonging to Hansa, is a cross between a hospital and a quarantine zone. All the refugees from the neighboring station and everyone who had contacted them are being put into plastic boxes, and that's it. Nobody tries to treat them. Everyone suspected of being infected sits in this plastic cage, and his death sits across, playing stairs with him. A minute of this game lasts an eternity. The losers are infected, die, and get burned. Death is too good of a player to give his opponents many chances of winning. I noticed the notes are a lot more well written. In Metro Last Light, the 2033 and 2033 had all kinds of weird typos and stuff like that. What the heck is wrong with his eyes? He got weird eye paint on. Oh, glasses. Didn't look like there was any depth to it. Like the glasses. So it just looked like his face.
I think you should stock up on filters and ammo, Arthur. We probably won't have such a chance anytime soon after this.
Well, we sure get lucky the Rangers were here.
Why did they fight anyway? What do they care for us or the refugees?
That's what puzzles me. Where's the profit? Nobody signed any contracts with them. We didn't even promise anything. What were they thinking?
Nothing. It's their job.
Look at that
All
lip
these
sync. Holy
Rangers
crap,
were
it's not
doing
bad.
stuff like this from the very beginning.
What? Fighting the Reds?
Nah, if there's an epidemic, dangerous mutants, anything, then Polis sends the Spartans to handle the situation.
And what's up now?
They came because of the epidemic, but we already set up the quarantine and the Reds cleared out the source. So they helped us out so that the Reds
$7
don't get
things to
too
buy a teddy bear? Or what the heck?
And what's the profit Polis is making?
Are those
here?
throwing knives
They're
stuck in the
far
teddy
from
bear?
here. The epidemic wouldn't reach them.
The states had that arranged long ago. Police handle stuff like this, and nobody touches them. They're neutral. They also handle negotiations if there's a war or shit like that.
Ah, I get it now.
I see. Don't start a war, but benefit from the results. Yes, that's good business.
Sure, but we're not doing commerce to make a loss either.
Is there really not a moral point for listening to all that? It seems like anytime you listen to like a really long conversation, you always get a moral point. Unless I gotta sit here while he plays his instrument, or do I just keep staring at him? I still think it's interesting though. What if someone did get the good ending of Metro 2033 and never even knew there was an ending where you blew up the Dark Ones? And then they play this game where like they did get blown up and they're just like, what the heck? We didn't blow up the Dark Ones. That never happened. Can't imagine how confused they'd be.
I got great Rangers. Have us some ammo.
What to build? Let's say we can trade it. I kind of want the RPK.
Cheap.
I don't know though.
This is a great price.
It's better the RPK or this
Great
thing.
value. I got some incendiaries. Best choice
Rate
for
perform.
professionals,
Maybe I'll keep the fire rate's really fast though, so I feel like I'm running through ammo like crazy. What the heck is this? Buckshot? Oh, it's like a shotgun. Buckshot firing heavy machine gun is deadly. Oh, yeah, I don't think I want that. Hey, we got this in the first Metro game.
This is a great gun in perfect condition. Great value. Best choice for the tunnels, Ranger.
Isn't that weird shotgun pistol thing I had before? Can't remember. Was that just a normal revolver? I kind of wanted the RPK.
Good luck with
Maybe I'll
business,
buy some
Ranger.
ammo though, because we're really getting low on some of these
I bet
guns.
you don't have these in Sparta. These are select stock. Very economical. Don't be
Yeah, let's get tons of revolver ammo. It really comes in handy for the stealth parts.
Turn out to be quite economical. The incendiaries are a great competitive advantage. Good luck.
That guy's guitar is so loud. Holy crap. Can't we just steal the filters off the shelf?
Artyom, take note of the funds Hanser expends on this quarantine. And they are generally quite reserved with their money. Perhaps they are aiming for an additional trump card to use in negotiations at Polis.
Look how good the graphics are. Without the exact same pattern on them. Still looks good.
In some other time and place, what happened could be life-changing. But there is no time but the present, and no place but the metro for us. And we must do everything we can to save it. I have to hurry and catch up with the Dark One. Anna has to tell her father of what Korbut and Moskvin are doing. Anything else is a luxury we can't afford right now.
We got Anna back. Now we just gotta get that Dark One. And stop the
leaders of
evil.
Hansa, Red Line, and Reich will meet in Polis, hoping to reach a peaceful settlement on D6. But I know the nature of man all too well, Artyom. War is as certain as the fall of night, unless a miracle happens.
Come through.
I don't know how to explain it. The mouse does just feel like
Well,
ever so slightly,
We'll catch the train with the Dark
I don't know,
One
off.
along the tunnel. But there is another way.
maybe it's just a little field of view playing tricks.
We're leaving the station. Here's our pass.
All right. Are you going to Polis?
Yes, sir. Oh,
Open the
never
interline
mind.
tunnel for me.
But the interline is a dead end and very dangerous.
A dead end? No way. That's our road to Polis. Open up.
No, we just said we weren't going to Polis.
Let's go, Artyom.
Okay, Khan. So, Khan, like, what is his deal? He just knows everything about all the supernatural crap that happens in the
Come
metro.
on. I can't keep it open forever.
And he's so convinced that the Dark Ones were friendly and just wanted peace. But how could he have known that?
As you see, it's no dead end. That's just what the Hansa authorities claim to discourage people from entering these passages. An unprepared man could easily lose his way here, or even become lost within himself.
Within
But
himself?
as long as you're with me, there is no danger.
Khan seems like such a spiritual man. Okay, so if all the people who went crazy and like had all the hallucinations were really because of the Dark Ones,
Metro to be just tunnels and stations.
then how could Khan even interpret them as trying to be friendly?
Created by human hands alone. There's a special place in the metro.
How does it not run out of dirt like this fast?
I call it the River of Fate because it can change your destiny, wash away the silt of the past, and offer the chance for a different future.
Guess I just go through while Khan holds it. See, Khan just seems to know everything. I don't know his deal.
If a man enters this river in dire need of such a chance, wishing desperately to earn it, then he might be carried to the place and time where that chance is granted.
Hurry, Khan, before it starts spinning. What the heck?
Remember, we must find the Dark One. It is the only thing we are to ask of the river.
If even the baby Dark One is intelligent, though, won't he
With a heartbeat,
probably know
a
that we
soul,
killed his...
and a mind.
I don't know how if it saw us launch the bombs, because I mean if that one if you got the good ending, you saw there was a dark one there trying to stop you from blowing it up. So if all the dark ones knew it was happening, that baby wouldn't know that humans did it, and maybe even Artyom did it. Because if the baby knows that, then how the heck would he want peace after we killed it? All the other dark ones? Oh, it looks like we jumped down here. But first, we gotta get the note. Wait, this chapter just called Khan? I think there was a chapter in the first Metro just called Khan too. I remember Corbett calling the operation they were going to carry out at Old Chustabakaya an experiment. What if this massacre was not a prelude to a great war, but just a test of the new monstrous weapon? What if the Reds are simply distracting Order and Hansa, all the while preparing a much more powerful, overwhelming attack? I wanted to be a soldier to protect humanity, but all the blood I spilled didn't help me prevent the war that's already started. I didn't become a superhero capable of killing the villain and saving the whole world. Not that I didn't dream of it, everyone does. But when the war starts, most turn out to be just cannon fodder. Many don't even survive the first engagement, and I, as a little gear, can only spin on the predetermined axis and watch the massive flywheel of slaughter unwind. That, perhaps, is why I'm going with Khan. This might be my only chance to change anything. See, Artyom, he hasn't died yet. He seems to be doing really well. Oh, okay, I guess. Wait, what was that mode? It keeps playing throughout this game, and it does just remind me of Bloodborne.
We got to be careful here.
Bloodborne's just like, I feel the same way about that as I did with Dark Souls 1. I liked it, but I just never finished it for some reason. Well, Dark Souls 1 I eventually finished after like 6 tries, where I'd play it a little while, get bored, and then the next time I play it, get a little farther, then get bored, and then, yeah, never ending until it finally did end. Bloodborne, it would have been so good if, I don't know, when I first started, the frame rate really kind of was ruining the experience just because it was, couldn't even maintain 30 half the time, it felt like. But even 30 FPS is nothing once you're used to 60 or even 120 or 144. Like, after playing at 144, like, it's like this, I can't tell that it's bad just because of the low field of view. You can't see it really skipping anything, but holy pro. But even like 120 feels so much smoother than 60. You ding dong. What the heck is that supposed to mean, Mahendo? I feel like I'm shooting Khan half the time. Well, there goes our shotgun ammo that I just paid half my money for. See, he just rolls around doing absolutely nothing. Or is he? Are we not meant to kill? Maybe Khan's super knowing everything tells him we can just walk right past him and be safe.
Just some monsters, nothing else. Let's go.
So even he doesn't have some magical thing to get along with him? You ding dong. What's that supposed to mean? Kinda wanna take a health pack just so the screen stops blinking. Streaming at 12 in the morning. Well, it's only 11 here, so that's your problem.
Alright. There's something behind these cobwebs.
Ooh, I got a Steam achievement. Pyromaniac. I assume it's like burn 1,000 cobwebs or something. Yeah, I did start streaming really late today. But I didn't want to skip streaming 2 days in a row. What the heck? Skull and crossbow, but a real life one? Well, like in the video game world.
Give me a hand here, Artyom. 1, 2.
Oh, it didn't say tap E. We just pulled it off like it was
Continue burning
nothing.
it, Artyom.
Yes, sir, Khan. Master Khan, just tell me what to do.
Look, water. We're almost there.
We're gonna drown here. I don't think Artyom can swim very well, even if he can touch the bottom. What the heck is that? What the heck? What the heck?
Envelops us.
Let me take a health pack. That screen blinking's kind of weird looking.
Do not rush her, and don't be surprised by anything.
So he's basically... It's like it was in the first Metro when he was leading us past all the shadow people. He just... Don't be scared, Artyom. They are peaceful creatures if we leave them alone. Okay, this is creepy.
You can pick it up. I think it's for you.
Yeah, good one. I really don't want to answer this. What if... Is the dark one making me hallucinate, or is there actually a working phone here? Oh my gosh. The subtitle's just stuck there. Okay, this is getting creepy.
Stay here for long.
So is it that dark one making us see things, or... That's creepy. And the thing that's really weird is that everyone sees the same thing, like how Khan's like, I think it's for you.
Impressive, perhaps, on the surface.
Are you alive, or are you... Hey, what is that chat? Do you hear that whispering back there? Okay, this is getting creepy. How is Khan not scared?
Enter the water.
So I guess this is what Khan meant when he was saying that people who go on this path might get lost within themselves, or whatever he said.
You will change in your fate. Think of the Dark One. Don't be afraid. You're meant to be here, Artyom.
Okay, he yells.
Further! Go further! Think of the Dark One, and the river will bring you to him!
So this is like some kind of supernatural. Okay, this is pretty cool. The river will bring me to him. Okay, I'm thinking dark one, dark one, dark one. Or do we... Okay, it took like a picture sound, like a Steam screenshot almost. Okay, this is so bizarre. Are you joking? It actually worked? And we're above ground now. What the heck happened? Wait, is this right before we launched the missile? Yeah, it is. Khan, the way he coughs is almost his own name.
It's the tower.
And I go back in time and stop myself
down
from
there
blowing it up.
is the city of the Dark Ones. It's the moment you launch the missiles. Look, that's you. The river will cleanse you, forgive your sins. You can change your fate. You can do it. Choose your destiny and be free.
Oh my goodness. Look at the water floating or whatever that is, or the rocks.
All that's left is ashes.
See, how does Khan know everything? And he said they tell you it's a dead end,
There
so
he is.
people won't try to go there. But Khan's obviously been here before if he knows the right way. Go, Khan. Catch the baby. Chase the baby.
Faster!
Oh, why is it all glowy and shiny here? Wait, did Khan just teleport? What the heck? Oh, look at him. It's like it glitches out when you're not looking at it.
We can't afford to lose him!
Get back here, little child. I'm sorry for killing your family.
Nobody. A dead end. Is this where you almost caught him?
Just about.
Try again, Artyom.
Run the other way now or something?
The Dark One. He's still at that freak show on the train.
Well, I guess the dream is ending.
Look! After him! Run!
I just hope the Dark One... I don't know, like... I feel like if they really wanted peace, they had a weird way of showing it.
Faster! Ahead!
Is this like I'm showing myself that I'm willing to sacrifice myself to catch him or something? Maybe the Dark One will be like, oh, you really didn't mean to kill my family. I don't know. Am I supposed to do something here or just watch the Dark One parkour up the falling bridge? This is so interesting. Like, this game has some really weird stuff in it, but like, what the heck?
Damnation. The river almost got me this time.
Almost died or something? What?
It's working again. Back in the desert of the real.
It was just weird how he was like, I think it's for you, and it was the phone ringing, and it was our mother, whoever it was. It sounds like Hunter. Oh, I think a couple people in this game had the same voice actor as Hunter. Should we walk through this? Is there? Oh, you didn't die that long ago.
But the train's got to be nearby.
Hey, it's silencer. No, that's not a silencer. Where's the safe?
Come on, hop in.
Hang on, I gotta find the safe. I know it's around here somewhere.
Remember everything I told you about the Dark One. You must save him. And then he just might save us all.
And he might save us all. See, how does Khan know that the Dark Ones are just... How does he know what they're capable of and everything about them? That's weird. It didn't just pick it all up at once. Usually when you pick up something like a pile of things, it just gets them all at the same time. I feel like the game is...
I never believed him, and that is no surprise. But Khan's words were true. This strange river took me to the past. The moment where I sent out the signal and destroyed all the Dark Ones. And then it dropped me off at the place where I can find the last survivor of that race. A helpless and harmless child. Khan called him the last angel.
I don't know if you remember when that Dark One... Say, I think it was Child Artyom, and he said he went to the... Whatever it was, the... Botanical Gardens with 2 friends. It showed a little thing where there was 3 kids there, and then they got attacked by mutants, and then the Dark One saved them. I think it was Child Artyom, but it seems like if the Dark Ones were doing things like that, then people would have known that the Dark Ones weren't evil. But if the Dark Ones were the thing making people hallucinate all the bad stuff, then I guess that's why they thought they were evil. But if we're like having weird hallucinations, even if it's not the Dark One causing it, maybe the Dark Ones weren't causing it and we just thought they were evil for no reason. I don't know, I guess. The Dark Ones were so scary, like creepy at the beginning of Metro 2033, but now it's like, wow, I feel like you have to protect the Dark Ones. They're good creatures. Holy crap, this goes fast. Go, little Khan. Probably. Oh, how did you know it would work out that way? See, Khan is just an expert at everything. He knew that blowing that thing up would make it flip over like that. See, how do I beat that part? Didn't I just take a health pack, but it didn't heal me? What was that? Is he alive still? I don't know. He's like looking right at me. Only have one bullet left in the magazine. Oh! Even more intense the second time. Can I not shoot to that, but they can shoot at me somehow? Why don't... You don't remember this game being this long? Maybe because you played in lower difficulty? I don't know, this one's definitely longer than the first game, and why am I using my military rounds? Do you play this game before? So is this the train thing we saw in our hallucination with that baby dark one, or how do we know to attack these people? I guess that's why I was missing the bullets. You gotta aim ahead. You didn't finish the first one? First one was good, but I wish... Well... There was like no indication that there was a good ending and a bad ending, so I ended up getting the bad ending. Not knowing that there were moral choices in the game. Now that I know that, I'm trying to do all the good choices in this one. I think we need to not die. Man, this is so intense. This has to be the finale. What was the key to use a grenade? Like C or something? Now back to using military. See, why does it switch? I know I don't hold R, so I don't get why it's switching to the military rounds when I try to reload. You played a game called Strafe? I think I've heard of that. There are a lot of games with similar names, Strafe and Strife and Stroof and all kinds of. Man, this game is way more adventure feeling than the first Metro. Wait, a note? Khan, I never know what to expect of him. I don't even know what he is. See, a traveling philosopher, a wizard, a guest from a parallel dimension. How does he earn his living? By saving people or by killing them? He always makes me feel I don't understand anything about life and the world I'm living in. He shows me things I can't explain and will never be able to. He makes obvious seem absurd while the absurd becomes logical and natural. What if he's right? What if the Dark Ones were not demons, but angels? What if they were able to save us? If we could overcome the animal within us and find a common language with them? What if the little dark one that's sitting in a cage inside this train, what if he really is the last angel? What if he's going to pass judgment on us? Wait, didn't I just get that? No, what the heck? I guess it stays on the ground even after you get it. So the dark one is here. Finally, we're saving the dark one. I would take a health pack. It's a first-person shooter. Oh yeah, Strife is the mobile one. I get him confused. Oh crap. Oh, what the hell? Extraño Jugar Metro? C. Okay, definitely need a health pack. I don't even know if I'm close to the end of the game. It feels like it has to be, though, with everything that's happening. I think maybe there are like 5 chapters left or something. Each one's pretty short though. Oh! The end being some part with the minigun. A minigun? Are you joking? I don't think I've used a minigun at all. Maybe that's the big finale. I wonder when the new Metro game comes out. I know they announced a Metro Exodus or whatever it's called. I feel like the volume's extra loud in this part though. Okay, this is too tough. I can't even see where I'm shooting half the time with their bright lights shining right at. Artyom? Show yourself. There we go. Was that the only note for this level? Die. Okay, yeah, it is. The chase. How many chapters are there? I think there's like 32 or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, there aren't any notes for core, but yeah, we got quite a lot of missions left still. Feels like it has to be over pretty soon. Unless there's like another twist in the game, like, oh, then we lose track of the Dark One again. Then we have to find them all over. I guess the next part will be us having to stop the Nazis and everybody else. What the heck happened? Baby Darkman, are you here? Oh crap, he escaped. Oh, he seems like worried about me or something. Oh, see, even though we killed his whole family, I wonder if when we did that River of Fate thing. Hang on a sec.
Mom? Mama? Mama?
Artyom, darling, you're so big now.
Mom, I'm scared.
Don't be afraid. There is nothing to be afraid of now.
Don't leave, Mom.
So that's why this game...
I'm all alone now.
You're not alone. You're the first.
Speaks English! Or Russian, whatever language you have the game set to.
We could remember all the thoughts of our race. And you killed everyone. And now I'm alone.
So I make him go through the same thing that I did. No! So if they share memories, I guess it's not even that big of a deal that they all died. Because this one just knows everything. I mean, it's still crappy that they did die, but at least no knowledge or anything was lost.
Of course, I could not kill him. And while I am alive and my heart is beating, I will protect him. Khan says we will be able to use him to stop the war. Yes, he can make miracles happen, but I don't want to use him. His war was over when I targeted the missiles at his home. His family.
Okay, I got some stuff that like has been making me unsure of what's happening the whole game. Like how I thought it said that the people started having to live in the metro 20 years ago. But I thought Artyom is only 20 years old, but he said when he was a kid, him and his mom went to the botanical gardens. So is that just like he never went there with her? It was the Dark One just showing him a vision or whatever, like a just to comfort him to see his mom one last time or something? I don't know. I guess that's kind of how I see it, but maybe I just haven't been paying enough attention, or maybe the game just kind of leaves it doesn't tell you directly, just to leave you kind of second guessing the whole time. But I feel like that's what happened. So, but if Artyom knew that like the Dark Ones were friendly back when he was a kid, even though he was young, it seems like how could you forget something like that? Because he's not young enough, or like I don't know. Seems like something that big would like getting your life saved, and then having a Dark One friend would like be something that you remember. Maybe not though. I guess clearly not if he didn't remember. Oh, we're on fire!